the world's largest auction, and we are at the Midway here in Kissimmee, Florida. My name is Lorette Nickel, and right next to me is an incredible character, Mike Yager. Mike, there is a beautiful, iconic 1963 Beetle right in front of us. What is the story with this beauty?
Well, Lindsay, would you like to go for a ride? You know, Lindsay Lohan is who drove that car.
Yeah. So if y'all don't know, this is from the 2005 movie, Herbie Fully Loaded. So Lindsay Lohan has driven this car. And from what I heard a couple of years ago, you guys did some content with Matt Avery and tagged Lindsay Lohan, and she reshared it. So that's really cool.
Yeah, this cool car, cool movie.
Yeah.
Great story behind how we got involved with the car.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm so excited to hear exactly how you got involved. How did you get involved with Disney?
Well, obviously, we're in the Volkswagen parts and accessory business, the aftermarket, and one of the directors of the movie, a friend of ours, called and said, would you supply parts? Being a novice, we said, sure. He said, well, we're going to do about 28 cars. I go, 28? Yeah, 28 cars. I mean,
28.
The number of cars that they go through in a movie, Lorette, is amazing because they're all purpose built for a scene. Mm-hmm. They're just not one car used all over.
Right.
And each scene gets most likely a different car, a different feature. There's a racing version of it, the street version of it, a wrecked version of it, all kinds of versions. So we supplied all the parts, fenders, the moldings, I mean, anything they needed for the cars. And for that, you get placements in the movie. And during the course of the movie, Mid America Motorworks had over 17 placements where our logo and our brand would be in the movie.
Wow.
And to me, the most fun thing about the movie is that we got the script about a year before the movie was produced. It was being filmed. And in the movie, Herbie raced a Viper. So we called the Disney folks up and said, you know, we're not in the Viper business. We're also in the Corvette business. So we hooked them up with Chevrolet Public Relations. And in the movie, Herbie actually races a C6 Corvette all blacked out before they ever introduced the car to the public, about a year before they introduced it. So
wow.
We have a copy of the script, and it's here at Mecum Kissimmee. Or in the script, we crossed it out ourselves and put in Corvette. So we got rid of that Viper stuff, and the two brands we handle, Corvette and Volkswagen. I mean, that's a great movie in itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that script going to go with the sale of Herbie? Or is that something that you're keeping?
The buyer can have a copy of it. The actual script is being sold Saturday as well.
How fun.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Everything happens at Mecum Kissimmee.
Everything happens at Mecum, absolutely. And, you know, I was so excited to talk about the car. There is so much history to get through with you and your involvement with cars. But I want you to please explain Mid America Motorsports and what you do there.
Well, Mid America Motorworks was started when I was 21 years old. I've been doing it for 52 years. And as a young 20-year-old, I borrowed $500 to start a business, and the rest is history. And now I'm on the other side of that curve.
Yep.
And many of my cars, not all of it, but a bunch of my memorabilia is here being sold.
Wow.
And, you know, it's bittersweet. It gets to go, we call our collection My Garage. So it gets to go from my garage to your garage. And if I've owned these items for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, I'm hoping the next owner will own it for that many years.
For sure.
So as I wind down my career and move permanently to Florida, we made the decision that we're going to sell some of our stuff.
Okay.
And when Dana and crew came down to look at our collection, they go, oh, we can handle this. We're doing a bunch on time. And our first auctions started in December and will end in April.
Wow.
And then they got the rest of the stuff. And we're going to be selling memorabilia probably up into August or September. There's over 10,000 pieces in our collection.
Over 10,000 pieces that you're selling. Wow.
I call them valuable pieces. Laurie calls them something else.
Stuff, she said.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Something similar to that.
Something like that. Could you list off some of the pieces that you're selling that we're auctioning here this week?
Well, for the Corvette side of our business, we owned Serve 1, Chevrolet Engineering Research Vehicle 1, for about 25 years. And we're selling the original fuel injection unit off of that car.
Wow.
We're selling numerous motors from when we were involved in racing with Chevrolet. We've got cutaway motors, both Volkswagen and Corvette. I got a full 1949 cutaway VW chassis in there. The room right behind us, I mean, it's right behind us, is full of all my stuff. My pinball machine is in there, stuff that I said, I'll never sell this. And now my pinball machine is in there.
Wow.
We're going to go play pinball when we're finished
All right.
here.
Yeah, you might have to teach me, like, if there's any sort of... Yeah, that's it, right? Okay. I wasn't sure if there was any, pinball wizardry that you could teach me, but yeah.
There's always pinball wizardry.
I love that. Yeah.
There's just driver's uniforms for the movie, all with the set and the scene. And if you've never been involved with the movie, every piece in the movie is scripted, from the movie itself to every garment. That car's got numbers on it inside the doorway, so the car handler knows what scene, what set, where the car is to be used.
Okay.
It's totally scripted out. Shoes, scarves, helmets, everything scripted out. So
Wow.
the talent, right place at the right time.
Exactly. Wow. And so talk to us about this 1963 Beetle and what's so special about it.
Paint,
Paint.
stereo. They cut away the engine compartment lid so you could actually see it work. This was one of the glamour cars, not one of the race cars in the movie.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get to go, but our employees went to the premiere and met Lindsay and all the movie stars, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Lindsay actually signed the script that we have with us, so just lots of cool things. At the time we got this car, I had 2 Herbies from Herbie Goes Bananas. So this is my 3rd Herbie that I've owned, so kind of partial to it. Our boys grew up watching Herbie movies, and then all at once one day they lived at our house.
Oh, my goodness. Is there a reason why the Herbie is so significant to you?
Childhood memories, our
Sure.
children's childhood memories.
Yeah.
Cool. Who doesn't know Herbie? Who doesn't know, being in the Volkswagen business, you could take a Volkswagen past a grade school play lot, and the first and the second graders would flip you the peace sign.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? Is there something special about it? Kids love Volkswagens, and I'm just an older kid.
Yeah, exactly. So you are a very passionate Corvette and Volkswagen collector. Was there a Volkswagen that started it for you besides Herbie?
My first car, my second car, was a Carmen Ghia, and I had it about 6 months and traded it for a Corvette. So you kind of get the picture there.
Sure.
So now I haven't grown up, but I got older around cars. And I had brothers that had Corvettes, Volkswagens, and so the passion grew from 2 different directions, and here we are today selling a real cool car.
Yeah, selling a really cool car. It's funny, this race car has a stereo system in it because that's not normally part of the race car kit.
That stereo system is probably worth more than the car.
Are you serious?
Every
Oh my
one
gosh.
of them had the same stereo system, whether they used the car or the stereo or not. They had to look the same. So
Wow.
all these movie cars look the same, but they'll have a different decal, a different subtle differences for what the car is being used for in the movie. But by and large, they all look the same.
Wow. I can't remember in the movie, but did they play some theme music from the speakers when the car was racing, when Lindsay was racing it? Or is it just something that
Just
They
background.
just background. They just added it.
Now,
okay.
That car was at our corporate campus, and my youngest son was driving it, and lights went on behind it. And he freaking got a ticket on our property for driving a car with no license plates on it in my hometown. And I thought it was a joke. Yeah.
How much was the ticket for?
Improper.
$75? Oh my gosh.
Good thing the audience knows the answers to the
I
questions
know.
here.
Wait, but that's so weird because isn't your campus private property? And
He drove in off of that.
he snuck right behind your
Yeah.
son. All right.
So it was kind of cool. We had this car on campus before the movie, and what they call the car handler said, you know, if you will pay this guy's hotel room, we also have the Batmobile here.
The Batmobile?
Yeah. So the Batmobile from 2005, both movies were being released about the same time. And they said, well, the Batmobile goes live on Monday, so if the public sees the car here, we won't get in trouble. So we had Herbie and the Batmobile at Mid America Motorworks before the movies ever got released.
Wow. Wow. Between you and Laurie, have you taken a wide scope of what you have been able to accomplish and moments like that no one else can experience, having Herbie and the Batmobile on their property?
You know, everybody in front of us and to our sides has a car story. Yeah. We're just blessed to have lots of car stories, but, you know, good things happen in the car world. We think it's the absolute best hobby to be in. Great people. You meet the just super people, passionate people, and our tagline is pursue your passion. So if you like cars, we help you enable that passion to get your car on the road. Wow. Make it look right, go faster, whatever you want to do to it.
Yeah. Well, that passion has also, it brought you to being the owner of the last Corvette C4 that ever rolled off the line. And you were able to walk the assembly line. Can you tell us that story?
How much time do we have?
We have as much time as you need.
You know, Lorette, we went to the Corvette assembly plant. We went in when the first pieces of metal were welded together.
Wow.
And we followed that car all the way through the assembly process. We hired CNBC to come in and film the whole assembly of the car. And you can't see every autograph. There's a bunch of apparent autographs under the hood, but under the door panels, seats, every place in the car, there's over 2,000 signatures of people who were there assembling the car. And right behind that car, probably about the width or the depth of this stage, they were disassembling that plant, getting ready for the C5 Corvette. So I got to put parts on the car, and probably one of my most fond memories was this gentleman that was working on the assembly line. I wanted to put on the right rear control arm.
Okay.
So I stepped, they allowed me to do that, so I stepped into position, and he said, "Sir, I know that this is your car, and on the entire C4 build on my shift, I've never missed a day, and I put on every right rear control arm, and if you don't mind, I would like to put it on the last one." I said, "What a job you're doing." So,
wow.
But I got to put all kinds of parts on the car.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So did you have a Sharpie and you gave it to every single...
Everybody had Sharpies. Yeah, we took a bunch of Sharpies, both silver and black. That car is just all over with signatures.
That is amazing.
And our youngest son, he and the interviewer for CNBC crawled underneath it, and on the gas tank, he said, "Well, Blake, what signatures do you see?" And he said, "There's Hot Dog and Davenport," and that just endeared me to that car. And here I am at a point in my life that I'm ready to step on to the next chapter of my life, and some fortunate person is going to have that Saturday. Mm-hmm. And I'll probably cry like a baby.
How emotional do you think that moment is going to be when the car sells?
I've been pretty emotional all week, and unfortunately, I wear my emotions on my sleeve, so that might be a tough one for me.
I think that's a strength, though. I think being empathetic and kind and aware is a strength.
Aware. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what else is cool in that car? From 1955 to 1996, every V8 engine for Corvette was made in Flint, Michigan. So not only is it the last C4 Corvette, it also has the last V8 engine for Corvettes made in the Flint, Michigan plant. And when I got to the assembly plant that Tuesday morning, they showed me the motor, and they said, well, later this afternoon, that's going to be in your car. And there was a tag on it that said, after 41 years, the end. And I paid no attention to it, meaning I left it where it was positioned.
Sure.
And when they got ready to put the engine in the car, the engine drop, that tag was gone. And I thought, oh, I should have grabbed that this morning. And a man walked up to me and said, Mr. Yager, this is yours. I saw this morning and knew it would disappear, so I pulled it, and it's here. That's also going with the car. So last C4, last fourth-generation Corvette, and the last V8 engine out of the Flint, Michigan assembly plant. About 3 weeks after the car got to our museum, they sent down a banner about half the width of this stage, signed by all the people at the Flint, Michigan plant that said, after one hell of a run, 41 years. And it was signed by all the employees in the plant. So the car has a lot of spatial attributes. Jim Perkins was running Chevrolet at the time, and I sent Jim a letter saying, I would really like to buy that car. And he said, well, Mike, it's your car. We'll make sure you get it. And he said, now I need you to go to Chicago and meet with Chevrolet marketing. So coming from Southern Illinois, I put on a coat and tie, went to Chicago, walked into the meeting with the Chevrolet people, and they were all in there in khaki pants and polo shirts.
Okay.
I'm going, okay, turnabout's fair play here. But I got the car, and we have, like I said, every minute of every production hour on film. We have over 1,000 still photographs of the car being produced and all kinds of mementos that were given. They gave us tools off the assembly line, said, we'll never need these, take them. So wow. Who else has a car with all the parts from the factory that was used to assemble it? Pretty cool.
Yeah, no one I know. And is it also true that there's 43 miles on the car?
No, it's got a lot of miles on it now.
Oh,
yeah, it's got
okay.
75 miles on it now.
75?
75, yeah. My son and I drove it in a Bloomington Gold parade. We led the parade, so we doubled the miles in one day on it.
But for a 1996 C4 to only have 75 miles on it, sorry, I'm just processing that. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's going to need restored. I mean, that's a lot of miles.
You're really funny. Wow. All right. So in those lots of 75 miles, what's your favorite memory that you made?
Laurie and I drove it had a police escort from the Bowling Green Assembly Plant to the National Corvette Museum. So those were cool miles. All 7 of them. And then my sons and I have driven it on and off of trailers and short jaunts. And then 2 years ago, my son Mike, our oldest son, and I put those extra 30-some miles on it. And that was pretty cool. We thought we were going to be able to change drivers, but we were leading the parade, so I drove it all the way. And but you have memories like that. You know, cars are about friendships. Cars are about memories. And that car has so many memories. I mean, to walk down the line with the car, to have that car, pretty special. You know, you can have the first, but I have a propensity to like the last because I'm the last of 9 kids. So I think they always save the best for last, so having the last C4 is a lot better than the first C4. Just saying.
We're all going to agree with that for sure. Pardon me for not being able to remember, but is there a reserve on the Beetle or on the C4?
There's a reserve on both cars.
On both cars. Okay, I just wanted to confirm.
But twist my arm.
No. both of the cars will be crossing the block on Saturday.
Saturday morning.
Oh my goodness! Do you think
I'm
you're going to
just
be able to
praying. You
sleep
know what,
on Friday? He doesn't think so.
It will be emotional, but it'll
Yeah.
also be happy because after this weekend, I'll have a lot of new friends.
Sure.
And, anybody who buys any of my major items, I'm very happy to give them the backstory on every item. I know how to talk, and I know why I bought everything that's in that building and in that building. I know why I bought it.
Yeah.
All my guitars from bands are up there for sale.
What's your favorite guitar that's up for sale? Up for auction?
Probably the Don Felder guitar.
Okay, tell us about that.
Well, it's a Fender, even though he's a Gibson guy. But, Hotel California, I've been on the stage to play with all the bands that have been at our facility. So you stand next to a Don Felder and play a guitar. Now tell me you won't fall in love with the guitar you have around your neck at that time.
Wow. So for those that might not know, Mike's early days, he was in a band. So you were a lead guitarist in the band?
And what I would say about that is I have awful hair compared to my hair at that time.
Oh, really? Was your hair mid-back? How?
Oh, yeah. Looked good in a ponytail. And I've tried to get Laurie to let me do it again, and the
She's
answer
just
is a
shaking her-
resounding no.
Yeah. Oh,
I think it was actually, do you enjoy being married?
Oh, my goodness. Laurie, did you know Mike with his long, yeah. So did you have curly hair?
You don't
Why?
interface
Yes,
with the
no.
audience. Don't interface with the audience. They may be framing me.
Oh, framing you. Oh, my gosh, Mike, you're so funny. Well, I mean, I have an inside line. Why wouldn't I ask all
I've
the
had
questions?
crew cuts, afros, ponytail,
You had all
still
of it.
have hair.
Yep. Good for you. Wow. So
And all the time being involved in cars. One of the beauties of the car hobby is I've known Dana since before he started Mecum Auctions, and our hobby is so strong. I'm talking about the Corvette side. We're newbies to the Volkswagen. We've only been in the Volkswagen business 35 years.
okay. I like how you say only.
But, there's friends of ours in the audience and in front of me, and I'm sure there's tons of them here that have been customers of ours almost since day one. That was 1974. So pretty cool.
Pretty special. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Yager, this has been so lovely, so heartwarming chatting with you. I wish you the best of luck on Saturday selling your two maybe favorite cars that are here at the Mecum auction.
Well, now we're selling, there's more than two. There's
Oh, yes.
A
So
bunch.
I wanted to asterisk your two favorite cars, but right behind us in the stage, we have road art. There's a bunch of engines that are available. He has a couple more Corvettes. So go and check out this collection because it is really, really special. Is there anything else that you'd like to add, Mike, before we go?
the typical. I'm blessed with customers, a great family, a great hobby. I could sit up here and talk all day. I have no problem with that. So I'm lucky to get to do things like this
Yeah.
and meet great interviewers like you, Lorette.
very kind.
This
Thank
This is easy.
Oh, good. Good. Well, this has been so much fun. Mike Yager, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Lorette Nickel. Mike Yager next to me. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.